Yeah.
Sudhakar, you are on mute.
Okay, good. Thanks, Karan. Thank you, Seema. Thanks for
Thank you.
accepting this and giving us. I mean, this is the first time hearing all about Kathak.
Okay, I think it's on mute.
Oh, yeah, good.
Sudhakar,
Thank you. Thanks for letting us know.
So yeah, it was wonderful performance. And Kathak was so beautiful to understand the South Indian Bharatanatyam style and Kathak, which is purely North Indian style. Anything above Madras is North India to me. So it's so beautiful, and thanks for accepting this. And I would like to invite Seema's mother-in-law to illustrate Seema.
That's very sweet of you to call her.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Amma, that's only. Thank you. So, yes, and I think we're going to take the questions now. So, if you have any questions, you can
as
type
we
it.
said before, we are still experimenting this platform. So this is the first time we are taking the questions. Thanks for accepting taking the questions. So there is an option to raise your hand. I think you can try it. Otherwise, you type it. We'll try to unmute you so that you can ask question. If that doesn't work, you can type it. So Seema can see the question and then we'll be able to respond. Thank you.
And I'm very happy to be a part of the software testing. It made me to learn a lot. Thank you.
hello Seema. This is Kalyan.
Kalyan.
It's a wonderful, lecture and demonstration by you.
Thank you.
And then you have mastered both the Bharatanatyam and the Kathak. I really do not know how I can thank you, how I can appreciate you. But I have a question. Having done Bharatanatyam for almost 2 decades, when you are trying to learn the Kathak, did you get any situation that it was confusing you? The Bharatanatyam steps were confusing you, or how long it took for you to perfect the Kathak dance?
Oh yeah. It took. It was very confusing at the beginning. Both the sides I used to get scoldings. Nanda auntie is like, "What are you doing? You're mixing Kathak into Bharatanatyam," and Kathak people are like, "You're doing Aramandi in the Kathak." So that period was there almost. The major mix-up used to happen first 3 years, or like around 2 years at least, for sure. And then gradually, after analyzing the movements, what's happening, and Nanda auntie used to do 4 forms. So she is the one who told me like, no, you can do it. Like you have to learn to switch on and off between the dance forms. And when you hear Carnatic, Kathak should never come to your mind. And when you hear Hindustani music, Bharatanatyam should not come to your mind. Music also played a lot. And she asked me to practice back to back. It's not that, you have to practice Bharatanatyam one day, Kathak one day. She's like, practice back to back and your mind will get used to it. That's what helped me. And yes, initial stages were very confusing. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Seema. It was a wonderful performance.
Thank you.
I think I will give the chance to others to ask questions.
So Kalyan, I have some others may not be able to unmute themselves, so they can type their questions. And if you can, your audio is unmuted, so you can ask the question on behalf of them. So you can tell their name and then you can ask the question. Or Seema can also read the question. She can
Okay,
answer.
Shraddha is asking, hi Seema, since the mudras in Bharatanatyam and Kathak are so similar, does Kathak also has the concept of Samyuta and Asamyuta hastas? So the Samyuta and Asamyuta word is used. I have heard Munna Guruji using it in the sessions while talking, but as Abhinaya Darpana states may not be. So when we do the both hands together, or if I'm using matka, it is like both the hands are used to communicate this is a matka. Both the hands are used to communicate this is Krishna. So the hastas are used like the single-handed gestures basically asamyuta, and double-handed gestures which are like together we do, they're called Samyuta hastas. So the clear-cut bifurcation how Abhinay Darpana helps Bharatanatyam to do may not be there, but as a word meaning, as it is used while talking. Yeah. Okay. Yutika is typing something.
Yutika is typing her question.
Yeah.
So while she's typing, how did you get that interest of both Bharatanatyam and Kathak? These are the two different parts. Is it a place where you came from helped you to choose these two, or what's the...
Yeah, I finished my Vidvat when I was in my degree, and I moved to Bangalore to work, basically. So when I moved to Bangalore, just then I finished my Vidvat, so I wanted to go back to Mysore for the classes because I was so accustomed to Nanda Auntie's teachings. So Nanda Auntie said, if you want to be in touch, why don't you start another form of dance? So Maya Didi's institution was very nearby in Malleshwaram, and I started going there. So that's how Kathak started. It was not really like planned that I want to be dancing two styles, nothing. But Kathak, where I had seen performances before, and that's the only form which came to my mind other than Bharatanatyam. If I want to learn something, it would be Kathak, and that's when the journey started. Yeah. Okay, Yutika, how do you approach one of your original choreography of Kathak or Bharatanatyam? Like, what is your process of choreographing any of your original compositions? Okay, so coming to choreographies, it has taken quite a lot of process for me to be where the process of what I do today. I follow exactly Nanda Auntie's method once again. So Auntie says the vision has to be very clear first, what you want to do. And if you are taking one item, you know that you want to choreograph for a kriti or you want to choreograph for a bhajan, anything. You get the lyrics, listen to the music many times, and try to reach a sourceful person who can translate it for you, who can tell the word-to-word meaning and also the inner meaning of it. And then you just sit and think, your Krishna, how does he look? Or your steps, or how your mind vibrates to that music. And then start choreographing. When you go with the music, the movement starts flowing into you. And record yourself, see yourself, and you will figure out lots of mistakes. Again, redo it. And the first attempt can never be perfect. So you do it on stage, you get lots of corrections, you will know what all things happened, and again go back and rework. And this has to happen on a consistent basis, because those corrections and rework again repeat. So every day when you hit the floor, Auntie says like practice, and one day when you go on stage, you're just with the makeup. That is also your practice in front of people. So the choreography like this, it helps. And imagining things, I think it's, I'm still walking in that path to visualize my own thing and to put it in dance, apart from just movement choreography, just doing the padartha, that is the basic, the first foundation. And then on top of it, when you start putting your own thought process, is where your flavor starts coming into the choreography. So there are steps where one after other, you keep digging and choreographing. So this is my process. I write everything, I listen to the music, and I get up and dance a lot, and I feel what movement, what is the feel, what looks better, with what speed, what movement goes better, and then I choreograph. It's lots of to and fro, do, edit, not working, again do kind of thing.
Hello, Seema.
Yes.
You know, we have here today Dr. Guha Krishnasamy, one of our family friends, and he is one of the well-wishers to Sutra music, and he is a musician also. I really do not know how he manages his time, but he has written some comments to you. I will read out. Kalyan, relationship of Chinnaya, Ponnaya, Sivanandam and Vadivelu to Dikshadhar and to the dance scene historically at that time. I am very fascinated. So, you should be really happy to get such nice comments from Guha Krishnasamy. Thanks, Guha, for your kind words.
Thank you, Guhaji, and I am in the Raga Anubhava team, and I attended one session. Unfortunately, I have not been able to make those sessions, and those sessions are really helpful, and it's opening my eyes towards many compositions of these Carnatic compositions. Thank you so much, and yeah, it's a little bit from the history what I studied from the books. Yeah, thank you. Arya, how do you find the balance between keeping to the original traditions of a dance form and adding your own flair and style of it when choreographing? Balance between the okay. When the items which are specially taught from my teachers, I wouldn't dare to change it. I will never change, because those items are coming from hundreds of years. If we don't keep it as it is, and if we don't pass it on, those antiquity, like the antique items, will be lost. So traditional compositions will be kept as it is. And coming to the traditional choreography, like say in Bharatanatyam, Alaripu, Jatiswara, the frameworks are there for all these items. Let it be Toda, Tukda, Parans, the outer structure is there. When you choreograph, you understand that outer structure, be within the framework of what a Tilana should look like, or what all the things a Tilana will have, what are the things a Tarana should have, what are the things a Tumri should have. There is a structure, and if we watch the legendary teachers when they dance, when we analyze their items, we'll get to know how are they taking these nuances. So it is very difficult to say that I maintain it, I do it. It's again a process which I'm actually trying to do since few months, analyzing the items and then choreographing mine. In the process of analyzing, that skill set, without knowing, it starts developing, I feel. That knowledge of what is the traditional items, what is the traditional choreography against what is new, that just understanding makes you to do your choreography accordingly. And also when you say original traditions and the dance form, yeah, my own flair of exploring movements is there, because arts is like that, right? So what I feel I would like to express through movements. And recently I asked the same question with Shamatari in one of the conversations, like 2 weeks before. She said, you keep doing, and your man kahega, like your mind, heart will say that, this suits well. So that will happen after doing n number of times. So then you will know, irrespective of how many styles you have learned, or how many times, you will get convinced. So that's the process of doing a traditional choreography against a new modern choreography. Okay. I don't see anybody else typing, so I think that's all the questions are. So once again, I would like to thank Suvitra Music and also my teachers for being with me and for guiding me. And I can see that Rohit sir and Nandanti is online. Thank you so much for being with, like in my life basically. And this is my very sincere attempt to see things, and I'm very happy to share it with. And I see a long journey. This Dvimukhi just started. It's a new step and a new chapter opened, and I look forward to learn more and to share more. Thank you so much once again.
I take this opportunity to thank Suvitra Music and also Sudhagar and Seema for all their efforts to give a wonderful performance today, especially when you are going through the COVID-19 situation. And I thank all the attendees to take the time and to be present for this wonderful concert today. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you one and all for joining.
See you in next concert.
Thank you.
Thank you.